What's up, Supreme Team, and welcome to the channel. You guys, we are talking about the lowdown, dirty dog antics of love and marriage Huntsville, and how everybody at this point knows that there is a full-blown agenda to take this show down, okay? And by everybody, I mean everybody. The network, Mel Martell, Carlos, Oprah Winfrey, MLK, everyone, okay? We're going to talk about it. It all seems to be weighted around Martell and him not being fired from this show. And Martell knows that he is the most hated, okay? He knows that nobody wants him here. But he has an agenda too. Hell, they all have an agenda, but Martell has an agenda and he is executing. I'm going to tell you guys what this man is doing right now on this show. And you guys, all you have to do is share the video, please and thank you. Also, hit that like button for me because that is how others find me right here on YouTube. I am DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit that notification bell too, that way you don't miss any of my videos. I go by DYANAROZAY on all platforms, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. Okay, you guys, this is a discussion about news, current events, reality TV, pop culture, and it's for entertainment purposes only. All comments are opinion and alleged. Please familiarize yourself with the guidelines in the chat before commenting. That way, everyone can have a good time. And if you missed my videos from yesterday, here are the thumbnails and the title. Please check them out. They were excellent videos. And yeah, let's talk about what is going on over there on Love and Marriage Huntsville, and specifically what Martell is doing, how he's carrying out this agenda, child. And also, let me say that Martell's not the only one with an agenda. They all have one, right? Everyone knows all the controversy around this show, and they still come on. The Fletchers have been on, lightweight. They've done their full term, I believe, starting season 6. But a lot of people have been asking that they get their spinoff. I think the Scotts are looking for a spinoff. But there are people that are sticking this out because they want to see what they can gain from it. And they all appear to be hitching their horse to Martell's wagon. Now, in the last episode, Martell said something real slick, okay? He said in his confessional, when Melody turns on you, don't come crying to me. He was saying that about the cast. When she turns on y'all, don't come crying to me. And I thought, how poetic, because Martell has literally turned on absolutely everyone who continues to support him, who have said, not only on the show, but in interviews and other things, I'm going to stand beside Martell, free Martell. And yet he keeps coming at them with the precision of a samurai blade when it comes to the attacks. And I'm going to tell y'all exactly what I mean by that. Now, a lot of people say that Melody Cherie likes to throw rocks and hide her hands. But when I tell you that Martell throws rocks too, and he doesn't even give y'all the courtesy of hiding his hands, okay? He put them hands right out there like, ta-da, child. He don't care. He throws rocks and he wants everyone to know it's him. And he does it with a smile on his face. So I guess people think that, oh, that's just him being Martell. But what he is doing is literally taking his castmates down as well as the show down. In fact, most every single threat that has been made to take this show down started with Martell from day one, episode 1. Martell came onto a national reality show, on a reality show that was on a national TV network, attempting to hide a whole ass mistress, married man, 3 beautiful children at the time, attempting to hide a whole mistress. And I knew literally from the first episode that he was cheating when Melody tried to call him. I think she said, I tried to call you 11 times. The cameraman is showing Melody dial Martell's phone. You hear it ringing, you hear it go to voicemail. And when he shows up at the office to talk to her about it, and she asks, he is visibly frustrated. This is a man with a young wife, 3 young children, did not know how to answer his phone, shows up and says, I was busy, I was in the field. Okay. And when Melody like doubled downs on it, like and said, listen, you answer my call when I call you. He gets frustrated, leaves the office, pulls off his mic and say, I don't need this ish, and then drives off so fast that his truck damn near fishtails. If that's not telling us that he's cheating, I don't know what is. Most women who are watching that was like, that man is hiding something, okay? And it went all downhill from there. Melody is questioning whether she wants to keep her child and file for divorce. Then she decides to keep it. Martell is making promises to be a better man to the family. At the same time, his mistress gets pregnant, of all things. Then all of a sudden, we see him lose a huge multi-million-dollar housing development deal. He loses the 47 acres. He exposes Marceau and Maurice for cheating. Okay. He threatens to take Mel to court for full custody after they show themselves on screen trying to co-parent together, going to counseling. He makes that statement. He's physically screaming in the women's faces, bucking up on the women. He's popping up on Melody when she's on dates. And the mistress, his mistress, keeps social media popping, okay? She is keeps social media popping. It's crazy. And not to mention the revenge piece. So literally every little thing that has popped off seems to have popped off because of him. No matter what he does directly to them or says directly about them. Now, season after season, we watch Martell make these big, lofty apologies to the cast, to whomever, hell, to Carlos King, and promise to never do whatever he's doing again. And this is stuff that's really harmful, like to their livelihoods, to their families, to their marriages. And literally, like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, he comes back and he does it again every single time. And these people will accept the apology again. They are glutton for punishment. And I understand this is something that Melody said he is real clever at doing, because she said that when they were married, she said Martell has a way of saying things that makes you believe him. So honestly, this is the situation, and somebody got to snap up from up under this man's spell. Now, just recently, Nell Fletcher did an interview where she actually said that she was never going to not stand by Martell. She said that Martell needs someone in his corner too, and she was going to stand beside him. And this was after Martell had called her a side chick the first time, okay? Called her a side chick. We have this scene between Chris and Martell where Chris comes to Martell, actually invited him to, I guess, his home someplace. And said, listen, my wife was not a side chick. And it got so heated that Chris calls Martell out of his name. Martell's being cute or funny. And he was like, she is a side chick. I should know. She's a side chick like AC. And Chris said, my wife is not a side chick, mother. And she never was. So he stops him in his tracks. Martell gets a little shocked, ends up shaking Chris's hand, said, I apologize. I will never do it again, and literally did it again just this past episode. Now, we all know that Nell Fletcher is hurt about being called a side chick. Her feelings are involved. She had her daughter, or her daughter at least, came out and tried to, take care of her mother, speak up on her mother's behalf. Chris Fletcher has said some things. Martell, in this last episode, not only did he call Nell a side chick, but he said that she was the original side chick in the group, the first one in the group to be a side chick because she's older than everybody else. That it was some dirty dog stuff to say about somebody that you consider a friend. Chris Fletcher's attempt to check Martell about his wife failed miserably. And we all know that Tisha and Marceau have been struggling to keep Martell's mouth shut from season one again, when he said that Marceau had 20 women. He actually said Marceau and Maurice had 20 women, okay? Not like y'all ain't got 20 women, but he has doubled down on that since season one. And I believe it was season 5 reunion or season 6 reunion when he told Maurice and Marceau that he would never tell about their indiscretions. I will never tell. He made that promise on the stage. And that let the audience know right there that there were indiscretions. Tisha even had a sit down with Martell and said, listen, keep my family's business, names, my husband, my marriage out of your raggedy mouth. Okay, a whole sit down, and Martell is still throwing rocks. Okay, Martell came in this last episode and did what Kiki failed to do. Okay, and that is call Marceau out, give dates, places, and times, child. Martell actually said, and yes, Kiki, I'm so sorry, child. You literally failed to do this. Martell came in on one episode and did what Kiki couldn't do in a whole season. Child, listen, at the end of the day, it is what it is. But Martell ends up calling Marceau's butt to the carpet and said to Trisha, again, Trisha, um, you worked with Marceau over at Monaco, and basically said, oh, so you were one of the girls that Marceau used to deal with, because now he's basically saying that Marceau used to run a harem out of Monaco. Something that Tiffany hinted on, which would explain why Tiffany and Louis was not Marceau's favorite people. They didn't want them saying anything, so they were punching before Tiffany and Louis could say anything. But nope, good old Marty took care of all of that, child. He was like, listen, we all know it. We all know it. Marceau was a hoe. He ran a harem over there at Monaco. And again, shooting shots at Tisha and Marceau's already rocky ass marriage. And Martell's going to double down on the rumors that him and Destiny were in a relationship, okay? Something that she acts like she doesn't want him to do, especially since she's already in this whole throuple situation with Moses and Sonny. Martell's going to come in and say, yo, isn't your child, or where's my son? Something like that. He looks just like me. And he knows better than to do that crap. He didn't like it when Melody's brother, Marcus, took a jab at him and said that their children, the Eminem kids, wanted him and his husband, the uncle and his husband, to be their father. Martell threatened physical violence when Marcus said that. And he's about to do it in an upcoming scene with Destiny against a man that he claims is his friend. Child, it gets raggedier and raggedier by the second. But like I said, nobody is paying attention that Martell has an agenda of his own. He's taken everybody down. And once this show is gone, I bet you none of you will be his friend anymore. So you might as well cut your ties now and, try to save yourselves before it is way too late, because he isn't done yet. But y'all can talk to me in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about all of this, okay? Become a Supreme Team member if you are not already, and make sure your notifications bells are on, subscribe to the channel, and make sure that your notification bells are on. Also hit the like button. I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me, okay? And I will check you on the next one.